This is the difference between the conservatives and the guy in the red pill. In my professional opinion, Erika picked her mark. Now, in the red pill, they have something called widow's fire. Now, widow's fire refers to the intense and often disoriented surge of sexual desire experienced by widowed individuals after the loss of a spouse. This feeling can be a confusing collision of grief and physical longing for intimacy, including both sexual and non-sexual touch, and a natural part of the grieving process for many. This term is used to destigmatize the experience and also is the name for online communities for widows and widowers to connect and discuss romance and intimacy and dating after loss. There's a surge of desire. I mean, basically, it's a hoe phase. I mean, that's to summarize. Now, while the conservatives are out here moralizing, we're out here describing. And I have some empathy for Erika. She is a young widow with 2 kids, and she probably feels guilty to some extent that she doesn't feel a ton of loss for Charlie, and it's very apparent in her the way she's acting. This isn't to pick on Erika, because I think on some levels women have a tough choice. We have to pick between who we love as women, which is alpha fucks, and who we have to be with, which is beta bucks. This is a choice men will never understand. They are pragmatic. We are emotional. Not all women are like that. The red pill is undefeated because of all the people's wives, all the people who said, well, not all women are like that. And there are still good women. Their wives are acting exactly like that. Women will run cover and inexperienced men will defend it to no end. So this week, Erika Kirk is going viral because she's kind of... we're gonna show some clips that are going viral of Erika Kirk.
No one will ever replace my husband. No. But I do see some similarities of my husband in JD and Vice President JD Vance. I do. And that's why I'm so blessed to be able to introduce him tonight. Because...
Okay, now men like you, Zesty, this is gaslighting. This is all speculation. Some people show their sadness and grief in weird ways. My brother starts laughing when someone tells him something sad. Give Erika a break. They want you to not trust your eyes and your gut feeling because they're always running cover for women that won't sleep with them. I don't understand it. I don't get it. She's not going to, now again, it's really obvious. She was at the right age. I mean, she was a hot girl in pageants. She probably had opportunities to date A-level celebrities. She gets banged out by them. Charlie's her bailout plan. Now, women, it's not like we consciously think, oh no, I don't love this guy and I just want to use him for resources. But at some point, women have to make a choice, He
understands the fight that we're up against, and he can articulate that in a way that transcends. He's an amazing man. No one will ever replace my husband.
Okay. I see a lot of my husband in JD Vance. Now, she's also getting super touchy with all these high-level men on TV, She's wiping tears that aren't there. She's got like a whole face full of makeup. She's wearing leather pants. Now, this isn't... Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit late. I have a little bit of coffee. Forgive me, Michael. And again, this isn't to credit, she probably feels guilt on some level that she's not as sad as she should be. I mean, what would you do if you're in a situation where you married someone you didn't really love? He dies, and now you have to pretend to be sadder than you are. Yeah.
You feel Charlie here.
Okay, y'all are nasty for this whole thing. Don't you have better stuff to do? No, Mal, that's why I'm here. If you're not strong enough for the internet, you got to get out. Be gone. See?
right now.
I know you do too.
I feel him too. Well, God bless you,
Jesse, you're.
and God bless Turning Point USA. What do you hope to achieve for Charlie and for the country?
Oh my goodness. All of his wildest dreams for this organization and more. He left me a blueprint and all of his journals, but more so than that, I was his vault for literally everything. He shared everything with me, his vision, his dreams, and I know now more than ever, I mean, he was always a hard worker, but now more than ever, he's up in heaven orchestrating and sitting and strategizing, and I can just feel it. I can feel it. And so
now, red pill guys, they know women don't accidentally touch you. Have you ever seen women touch an ugly man? No. Hot men? Yes. Look, I don't have an Israel pipeline. I don't really know what that means. I'm staying out of that. I just think that if Nick has his opinions, I don't understand. If you don't like him, mute it. You know what I mean? I'm not even like...
All I want is to be able to make sure we honor Charlie, we keep fighting the good fight, and we do it in such a bold and powerful...
Okay, so that's one. Oh, wait. Sorry, I didn't mean to X that early, but it was almost done. Now, the next thing that's going viral on Twitter is, her past is kind of coming to bite her in the butt. And none of this would be bad. Look, she's got a tramp stamp. None of this would be bad if she didn't signal purity. The problem is the women signal that they're different. All right, here's her. This is the outfits she's wearing now. She knows what she's doing.
She is my hero and the love of my life.
Let me see the next one. Hold on. Where's the one of her? Oh, do you know what? Sorry, then she hugs JD Vance like this. Now, again, this isn't like a close family friend. And what happens is, again, sexually inexperienced. So, and I like Seamus. I think I did a stream with this guy a few years ago. But he'll even tell you, he's not out there slaying hoes. He's not out there banging chicks. He doesn't know. And these guys don't understand the true nature of women. They just don't. They can't. The same way a guy that's, commentating on basketball for years will never know what it's like to shoot the game-winning shot. The party of empathy geniuses is failing to understand the phenomenon of a grieving widow hugging her husband's friend. Yeah, you guys just are not beating the blue-pilled allegations. You're not. I don't think you're ever going to beat it. And this is why Christianity, to some extent, is really dying in 2025. All right, so wait, let me go back to full screen. Some tenets I see in Christian women. Christian women have never seen an ounce of masculinity in their lives, and it is very apparent by their behavior. They overshare online because they have no fear of recourse from their husband. They shame men that are selfish and act in their best interests. Examples of this are when Brett Cooper crashed out on Fresh and Fit, Candace Owens crashed out on Nick F. These are women crashing out on men, living life on their own terms because they're not used to seeing men live life on their own terms. And they think it's appropriate to nag other people's boyfriends and husbands. Usually their husbands are very feminine looking. Motherhood is a side quest. The purpose of their life is to do the show or do whatever on social media. Motherhood is just it's just like a thing they do on the side. Oftentimes, they very obviously have nannies. You can see that they are not what they say they are by how they react to correction or being told no. There's a lack of humility, a need to be right. All of them are like this. They all overshare. Every other story is oversharing about how they are different and not like the others, even though they are exactly like the others. All of them claim if they sinned, they were tricked. Now, this leads to Allie Beth Stuckey. Now, Allie Beth Stuckey is going viral this week because she just cannot help herself. She can't stop nagging men. Now, Allie Beth Stuckey is a Christian woman, or she claims to be a Christian traditional conservative that stands up for Christian values. But the thing is, she benefits from feminism, and in terms of her life decisions, she still made choices very similar to liberal women, and her behavior really isn't much different. She's the primary breadwinner in her house. She's traveling all over instead of raising her kids. She's speaking to and nagging men. And we're gonna watch the speech in full that everyone's reacting to, and then look at the internet's response. So hold on, share screen.
Feminism has failed women.
Okay, so notice from the beginning, feminism has failed women. It's not women's choices. It's not women failing women. It's this, they're getting tricked. Never any accountability on the women. Never.